Hey knowledgeable, welcome to today's session. So today we would be learning some of the geometrical concepts. So today we would be learning what is geometry, why it is important, and we will also learn some of the geometrical shapes like point, line segment, line, intersecting lines, parallel lines, and ray. Let's see what is geometry. Geometry has come from Greek word geometron, where geo means earth and metron means measurement. This is ancient science and an important branch of mathematics which is used to learn shapes like line, square, circle, etc. and their properties like size, dimension, angles, etc. So in this session, we will learn some of the shapes and the rest of the shapes we will try to learn in upcoming sessions. So let's see why it is important. In ancient time, it was used to make palaces, to demarcate lands, for making tools, etc. Similarly, in modern world, its knowledge is important to make buildings, aircraft, fan, and almost everything we manufacture. Basics of geometry gives foundation to learn more complex things. Here we will learn geometrical shapes like point, lines, triangle, circle, etc. and related topics. Coming to the first geometrical shape, that is point. So what is point? A point is represented by a dot and used to tell exact location in space. It does not have length, width or height. In other words, it has no size. It generally denotes location. To distinguish a point, generally we give name through alphabet. So if you see here, this point has been given name A, this point has been given a name B, this point has been given name C. Similarly, when we are trying to write about the point, we can write it as a point A, point B, point C, and so on. So here is an example of point. Location on map is denoted by a point. So if you see, all these are points, right? This is also point, and this is also denoting a location. So let's coming to the second geometrical shape, that is segment. So what is a segment? A segment is a part of line having two endpoints in either side and has a particular length, that is a finite length, and having two endpoints in either side. So if you see here, we have A and in this side we have B. So how we denote the segment AB? That is written as AB and over that we put a bar. So this is how the segment is denoted. So let's see some example of segment. So an edge of the box. So this is in a segment. So a tube light. So this is also in a segment. Similarly, the edge of the postcard. So this is also a segment. So let's see what is line. If a segment AB is extended beyond A in one direction and beyond B in another direction without any end, then it is called line. So line is generally infinite. So how the line is denoted? So line is denoted by something like this, AB, and then on top of that there would be a bar with two arrows. Or we can denote it with a small letter, something like this, L. So L is representing a line. So an example of a line would be an endless road where we are not able to see any end in the both direction. So we can call it as a line. So what is the intersecting line? If two lines have a common point, then it is called intersecting line. So if you see both line has a common point, so this will call as a intersecting line where L1 is intersecting L2. So here are some of the example of intersecting line. So two adjacent edges of your notebook or the letter X in the English alphabet or crossing roads, right? So this is also having one intersection point. So we will call it as a intersecting line. So what is parallel lines? The line which do not meet are called parallel lines. So here the line PQ is parallel to RS. So this is how it is denoted. So this sign denotes parallel. So here are some example of the parallel lines. So railway track. So this part of the track will never meet this part of the track. So this is called a parallel line. In the same way, running track, we can also tell it as a parallel line. So this line will never meet this line. So we can call it as a parallel lines. Then coming to ray is a portion of line. It starts at one point called starting point or initial point and then goes endlessly. So this is an example of ray and how it is denoted. So this is denoted by AP and then having a bar with a row in one side only. So some of the example of rays are rays of light from a torch. So it will have a starting point and then there will be no end point. In the same way, the sun rays, which is starting at sun and there is no end point of that one. This is what I wanted to cover in this session. Thank you for watching this video.